Went out. You know what else? We also went out. Oh God, this box is collapsing from the grease. We also went out to this place. I don't know. Can you see that? Where's the logo? Is it on there? I can't see. Yeah, it's there. We went to Voodoo Donuts. Well, Annie went to Voodoo Donuts because CityWalk reopened today in Universal Orlando. So before we get to the news today, we're going to talk to Annie and Axel are here. They both went to CityWalk today. I think this is going to work. Maybe you got them on? Hello.
Hey, I'm back.
Yep.
It was such a long time. I mean, Sweet Tomatoes is bankrupt, but this place just keeps going on. It's crazy.
Oh man, all these healthy organizations are the first ones to go out.
I mean, Voodoo is still there. That's a good thing.
No, it's good that we can eat junk. Yeah. So tell me, who wants to talk? Tell me about this experience, because this is the new normal for theme park going, I guess, is what it's going to be. But Annie, you were there pretty early.
I was surprised. It was very pleasant. Like, I think everyone just really wants to be out and really wants to be there. I think everyone, you can't see anybody smiling, but you can tell, like, people were happy. So, because, everyone's got the masks on, which was...
Especially the guy in the red oven line with the mask down. That guy, you could tell he was happy, yeah.
I think he had a couple friends I saw occasionally around there, not knowing how to use the masks, but they'll learn.
The learning curve, yeah.
Yeah.
So walk me through the arrival process. I think people are fascinated at how this all works.
When I got there, I was one of the first people in the parking garage, so I think they were attempting to make spacing between the cars. It seemed like they were having some of the parking attendants putting cones in certain spots so that you weren't directly next to cars, so that was a little bit of spacing. There were a lot of markers on the ground, like the big circles that said 6 feet or 2 meters apart, and you could just see all the way through the parking lot or through the parking garage were the markings. So the lines are going to be long. None of the walkways were open before the temperature screening. So the idea is
the moving one.
None of the moving walkways were open before. So they had those blocked off. So everyone just the line went forever. And once you got through, they gave you the temperature check.
They shot you?
Well, you know what?
Once they shot you, you were fine.
Well,
you were no longer a threat at that point.
Well, it was funny because I did see some of the security guards kind of pretending
Yeah, we tweeted one of those. I was waiting for someone to pick on that poor guy.
Well, I also saw some of the guests pretending like they were shot and doing
Well, at least everyone has a good sense of humor about all this, right?
So once you get past that.
Yeah. And then you went, security was next, right?
Yeah, and there didn't seem to be too much spacing between there. There wasn't much that I noticed going on with sanitizing with the buckets that you put your bags through. Yeah. So
for those unfamiliar, Universal does an X-ray machine. So you put your stuff in a tray thing, and then
like the airport.
It goes through. Yeah. Yeah, similar to airport. Yeah.
When I beeped when I went off, and I noticed the guy that wanded me stood really far away from me, was reaching out really far with the wand. So.
Yeah. Okay.
The one thing I noticed though was there was no plexiglass. There was no barriers between. There was lots of markers.
I know.
For
So
distance.
obviously the temperature people had a riot mask style spit guard thing.
Yeah, they had the face
shield.
mask.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's yeah. It looks like riot gear. I'm not crazy. Yeah. Anyway, so what'd you guys do? What'd you go for?
Well, we arrived. I think it was 5:30. There was no wait for us.
Yeah.
Not at the temperature chute, nor at security.
That's cool.
When we went back to the car, though, they only had one security line open. So that line was starting to get longer, and there's no markings on the floor there. So that 6 feet was not to be seen.
Okay.
But the one thing that I appreciated is that they opened the whole walk around. So you could go to the gate of the actual park
Yeah.
to come like a bit closer. If you were at Disney, somebody would have yelled at you like they did the first day they closed. Like, excuse me, sir, are you filming the entrance of Hollywood Studios? Like, yeah, it's not allowed. Like here, you could really go up to the park and you're pretty close. Although everything is closed on that side. But they let you walk
So you're
around.
telling me Universal Security has functional human beings?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
That's a good thing. No,
Yeah.
we knew that we weren't going to stay for dinner on site because like early on, well, you tweeted that it was like 2 hours.
2 hours
Two hours
for
wait.
Margaritaville?
Yeah, and that was really early on too.
Yeah.
That's the only like place you can get alcohol, and there's no other bars that were open.
So what all was open?
The Voodoo Donuts, obviously.
Well, yeah.
The pizza.
Elephant.
The Red Elephant.
The tattoo place was open, but not for tattoos, I guess. It was just the store part of it.
There's a store in the tattoo place?
And you know, they were the only ones that had themed masks on. All the employees in that place had masks with the logo on it, so I thought that was kind of cool.
You think
Bubba
we're going
gum?
to get that at Universal or Disney? I don't think so. I don't think we're getting themed masks. No. Only on TeePublic. Are you going to get those cast costume themed masks? Anyway.
But everyone was trying to get into Margaritaville.
Explain the pretzel place. Because you explained it to me, and we put out the photo, and I'm still confused.
All right. So they've got the pretzel place, and there's like
Auntie Anne's, not Wetzel's Pretzels. There was a Twitter argument. They do
Auntie
not have Wetzel's Pretzels at CityWalk. It's Auntie Anne. I'm just letting everybody know. Because there's a big difference between the two. Anyway. But how did this work?
So they have like barricades set like away from the actual like kiosk, and
Yeah.
there's a team member standing there, and they've got a box of sanitized little, I don't know what you call them, the little plastic.
Like check trays?
Yeah, like check
Yeah.
trays, whatever you call them.
Cash
So
tray,
they've got sanitized and unsanitized. So for each person that is ordering, they pull one of the clean sanitized ones and put it down. You put your payment on it, so it's not, you don't touch the person. They pick up the tray and pass it into the window to the cashier. They take your food and the tray and pass it back to you. So there's like a middleman that's handling the food so that you aren't getting close to the actual kiosk, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
The distance, but it.
The pretzels.
There's no
What
cheese
hope can
though.
we have?
I will warn you, there was no cheese.
No cheese?
But they were very apologetic.
What kind of savages are eating pretzels with no cheese? There's no cheese at Annie Ann. Oh, man. That's quite the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so the trays, and there's an extra table, and there's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I went by at the end of the night, there was like an actual like themed podium that said like CityWalk or something on it. So like they had actually like put like an actual like kiosk looking podium there. So I'm guessing it's going to be for the long haul, but
Yeah.
you know, it was either, you know, wait forever for pizza, wait forever for a drink, wait forever for a donut, or wait forever for a pretzel. That was your choices.
How long did you wait for donuts?
Well, you know, I don't know what was going on
Too
because
long?
Too long.
yes, but I mobile ordered them, and I don't know why there was this massive line of people, and the line just wrapped forever, and you can order the same things on the app. I don't know what
Yeah.
was the excitement of waiting. I don't know if they've missed attractions and
I
you know
miss
all that stuff.
Being
and it's just-
around people.
so
Yeah.
I mobile ordered them. It was much quicker, and
Okay. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Everyone at the studio had donuts. We're all very happy.
Good. And yes, you can hear me now, audience. They were complaining they couldn't hear me.
Which one did you have?
What did I have? I had the Bavarian cream-filled.
Wow. Oh, it didn't look good biting it.
Fuck it, shitty
I
walk.
didn't know there'd be donuts. I would have came for donuts.
Oh. Yep.
Sorry.
I mean,
You
and they
missed
came
out.
in the second batch. It was not the first batch that was sitting there for 2 months. So when you were lucky, you got the fresh ones.
No, mine had dust on it.
We'll send some to Nick. We'll mail them. Got to keep the post office
We'll
in
mail-
business at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Nick, can you mail yourself some donuts?
Yeah, done.
It took me a
6 to
minute
8
to
months.
get that. God.
The one that that I found like really whimsical was the survey guy. So you know how they walk up to you to do a survey like on an iPad or some kind of tablet. This guy was jumping in front of people, putting up a sign with a QR code on it. Let's say like, scan the code and take the survey. Do you mind taking the survey? Take the survey.
Yeah.
It was like, we were looking at him like, what is he doing? Like, huh?
Well, I
It's a
mean, it's the
survey guy.
first day. I think they want to know, like, are we doing this right? Are people enjoying this?
Are you
know?
dead? Have you died yet?
Wow, please.
You're
Oh, no.
good?
I mean, the amount of like managers around,
Yeah.
it was like enormous. I think they,
Well, I
they
mean,
got
it's
the
a
whole management
landmark
out.
day, right? I mean, you know, they are the first ones to pull the trigger in the United States. So
And
theme
they
park
opened
world.
their operated store.
yeah,
like
they
the
did.
Universal store was open.
Yeah. I mean, there's still nothing you want to buy in it, but it's
You
But
get
they
ET.
they have hand
sanitizer.
sanitizers for what, $3,
yeah.
which isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I
like
assume that's the thing they're gonna have to do. Is I saw the masks are pretty cheap too.
3 for
They're
15, right?
they're
or
they're
something
$6 or 3 for 15.
Yeah.
Not teamed, not as the ones as you can find.
Not on TeePublic, but yeah.
like that? Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I saw one is pink and one was camouflage,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So boys and girls masks. Or you can interchange whatever. It's
Camouflage
2020. You can
doesn't-
have whatever mask you want.
Camouflage doesn't really work though, because people think you're not wearing a mask. That's the problem. So.
I mean, I would
That
set
guy,
out.
that guy at Red Oven was definitely wearing a mask. It was just camouflage,
camouflage.
so we couldn't. That was clear.
I would
It's
set
from the
out.
Clear series.
Yeah, yeah.
Mask. Yeah.
I still don't get it why they didn't set a booth like at the parking garage, like before you walk in.
Yeah.
Somebody
Like, buy a
later
mask.
said if you showed up without a mask, they would sell you one up there. That was what someone else said. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I mean,
that's what was said.
There's a shop at security, so
Yeah.
basically somebody could run out and then get you one. So.
Yeah, I think that's what someone said they were doing.
Hmm.
But did you guys go anywhere else? Any other weird experiences? Can you explain the bathroom?
We went to CityWalk. It's a weird experience.
Because no one understood what was going on in the bathroom.
I mean, I was the only one in there, so I mean, I took some pictures. Sorry.
You don't have to
What
get,
are you-
you don't have to get too personal with
Tom.
it. I just want to know like the setup of the
I'm calling
restroom.
HR. I'm calling HR.
Just saying. I'm just saying. I wasn't like in there with people like taking photos in a bathroom.
No.
But they did have more, like it looked like more soap dispensers and like hand dryers. I didn't notice any like paper towel dispensers at all.
But the thing is, like people have said, like the hand dryer's bad. So I
Yeah.
don't understand why they have the hand dryer.
I always thought that, and plus, like I like to use like a paper towel to open the door handle when
Yeah.
I leave the bathroom, and so like
Oh, yeah.
not having anything, it was kind of like there wasn't even an option for that for me. Like it
That's
was like,
weird.
okay.
It seemed like the place they were least prepared for today was the restroom.
I know it sounds really weird, but I expected like them to have like every other stall or something, or like
Yeah.
limited. I know they might not be able to do that, but I
Yeah.
just I was surprised that there wasn't like even anybody in there like cleaning after people or anything.
There was a sign
There was a sign outside.
that said
yeah.
like what periodically this will be closed.
Yeah.
For yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like giving you a heads up that if the bathroom's closed, it's probably extended cleaning.
They're disinfecting.
Yeah. So, but they had signs like over the sinks that I don't think are gonna work, and
No.
you know, just
You have to like put a bag over the sink. or
I
something.
had to like read the sign myself, and
Yeah.
like I was like, what does this say? Okay,
Yeah.
you know.
The other thing I didn't understand was there were 5 sinks, and every other one is marked "Do not use," but 3 were marked "Do not use,"
And two.
and 2. Why didn't they just do it the other way? Like, because then you could have 3 sinks with the sink empty in between.
But if you can't solve the riddle, you cannot pass.
And if spacing is a concern, why weren't just like the 2 on the ends available?
Don't know.
I feel like I'm at like the Sharper Image, and it's one of those like little brain teaser things. Sharper Image still exists? I don't even know.
I don't think so, but I know what you mean.
I'm old. Sorry.
I mean, I
Baby
don't
steps.
think it's fairly recently gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sky Mall.
Yeah.
Oh, the other
Well, sure.
the other thing I did notice was that the like they had the Stiltwalker characters there, and they had masks on.
Yeah, that was
Which
weird.
is stupid, because they're definitely 6 feet up. They're fine.
Well,
but-
Disney princesses in Shanghai can't wear masks either. So
That's crazy.
well, a lot of things there are crazy.
Yeah. guess I should.
as we talked about at the beginning of the show. Yeah. Other weird experiences? Anything?
No,
What do you guys think? Did you have fun?
I was happily surprised to see when you walk in, they had the music, a little band playing.
Oh, the band up on the second level,
I mean,
right? Yeah.
I was surprised that there was even some kind of entertainment.
Yeah.
I would have thought, like, a week ago, we went the first day that the outlets opened again. I wanted to go take a look, and it was like really eerie, it's scary, it's like at the limit.
So what was different?
There were people.
It took everyone a minute to get that. But, yeah.
We were not alone this time, so that's a good thing. No, I think that tomorrow will be different.
Friday, yeah.
And I think they will survive the weekend, but once next week and Disney Springs opens, I don't know how many people CityWalk will see on a day-to-day basis, especially opening 4 to 10. I don't know, like,
If you live in that area, and if some of those better restaurants open, I think you'll see some people. I mean, I'm itching to go to Cowfish, so if Cowfish reopens, I'm on board.
yeah, as far as I could see, like, we went upstairs where they have their outdoor area.
Yeah.
They did not prepare anything like now.
Today, I think today's sort of a litmus test. No, I think it was just kind of, can we do it? Right? I mean.
Yeah, but you see a lot of restaurants like preparing, like taking out tables, measuring the right distance,
Yeah.
and you could see that all the tables were still one next to another. So
Yeah. But this was real short notice. They announced this
Yeah.
less than a week ago, right? Yeah.
they need to be before Disney Springs.
Oh, they did. They announced they were closing before Disney, and then they reopened before Disney. So they've been setting the standard this time around.
Just like, I was really happy. The only thing that, when you think about it, this is going to be the new normal, like going out, the face mask. And today was a windy day. It was not that hot.
Yeah.
But I think on a hot summer day with a face covering, I don't know how many people will endure the whole journey.
Yeah, I think Americans need to harden a little bit. I mean, I will tell you, Asia in July is, believe it or not, more humid than Florida in July. It is, whether it's Hong Kong or Tokyo, they're both humid. And there are people who just wear them all the time there before there was a pandemic. Like, people just.
They were born with a mask on. That's different. They always run with a mask on.
But I see those people. They seem to be having a good time. They seem all right. I think if they can do it, we can do it. I don't think we're that different.
Do they have a good time? You never see them smile. They have a
love
mask.
it. In Tokyo, they love it.
No.
I don't know about Shanghai, but in Tokyo, they love it. I know that much. But yeah. Anything else?
I think everyone was really happy to be there. The one thing I really felt was that there was no sense of fear. That was, I think, something that I know a lot of people are like, I'm scared to go back or things like that. But I felt like everyone was so friendly and confident and just welcoming. There were team members up on the balcony with microphones that were telling guests like what was open, procedures, things like that. I think it made you feel real confident. And again, it is just kind of like a learning game for us at this point, whereas we might criticize a little too much of like, oh, well, why would you do this versus that? But I think we'll see a lot of changes over the next few weeks just with what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
Next up, Disney Springs.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed it today. Like,
Stop
what's next?
Wine Bar George. See how that goes. Well, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.